My name's Chris Ackerman, and I was 23 years old. I basically had everything. I'd been modeling for 4 years or so and had loads of campaigns, billboards in Times Square, commercials in theaters, anything that I thought that I ever wanted I had. But I finally understood at the end of that road, what good is a man who gains the world and loses his soul? So I'm going to fast forward you to living in California now. I moved out to become an actor. I'd made a wish on a star that night. It pulled me to California. I started acting. I was tremendously blessed in acting too. God blessed me to be one of the leads in Jennifer Gardner's film Electra, and I was one of the leads in another film called Making Change. I just finished shooting a movie about Henry David Thoreau where I was blessed to play the title role of Thoreau. I've had everything, but it doesn't mean anything. If you don't have God, you have nothing. I'd hit a place where I'd taken off of the film industry. The scripts I was reading, I kept reading them, and I'm like, okay, God, are you reading the same scripts that I'm reading? Because how am I going to do this with you at the same time? So I stopped acting, and I called up my modeling agencies, and I said, look, I need some work. And they got a job for me in New York, and my iPod broke, and I went to get it checked out. They wiped off all the music. Fortunately, I had ripped about 2,600 songs off that I was able to salvage. And in the midst of those songs was this Bible podcast that I remember seeing, and I remember going to erase it because I was like, what the heck is this? And I didn't erase it because I felt something go, no, leave it there. I get home on Thursday and I stick my iPod in, and it does 300 songs, 400 songs, 500 songs, and the thing dies. And I'm like, what the heck? So I pick it up and I'm looking at it to check out what 500 songs are on my iPod. And there's 2 chapters from the Bible. That's it. Finally, that night when I'm going to bed, I realized maybe God wants me to listen to these 2 chapters. So I finally just said, Lord, you've done so many things over the last few years. I'm done arguing. Do whatever you've got to do through me. And people will constantly try and battle us from an intellectual standpoint, and they'll often win. But the truth of the matter is, they'll never, ever be able to take away those testimonies that the Lord's done in our lives. And Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And no one comes to the Father except through me.
So won't you break free, get up and dance in His love. So won't